This might be the most important market update you watch all year, especially if you're thinking about relocating to the Myrtle Beach area. Inventory just hit historic highs, interest rates are dipping, and buying power is back. But here's the twist. Single-family, new construction homes, and condos are playing three different games right now. Hey everyone, it's Chris. If you're looking for 𝗏𝗍𝗀, she's on assignment investigating the uptick in party showers in the area. I'm just kidding. Anyway, we are your go-to relocation specialist here in the Myrtle Beach area. Today, we're going to be unpacking the June 2025 housing market, what's changed, what's next, how you can use this info to make smart moves, whether you're buying, selling, or just keeping tabs on the market. So let's all break it down right now. All right, as I mentioned in my intro, this is going to be one of the most important videos you're going to watch. One of the questions we get asked a lot is, how is the market down here? So my response to that is, which market? Because we have three different markets down here. We have the resale, we have the condo market, and we have the new construction market. So depending on which market you're looking at, those markets are performing in different ways, and I'm going to be breaking that for you in this video. I'm going to make it super simple for you. Also, if you are a seller in the area, now I do look at my analytics and I'm noticing a lot of people are watching who live here locally. So if you're looking to sell your home, this video is going to be very important to you as well. And because of that, I'm going to be giving both buyers and sellers resources on how to best list your price. You're going to take the information that I'm about to provide you in this video, and you're just going to have to plug in the numbers to come up with a list price or an offer price for buyers. So that's something I'm going to offer you in this video, but we're going to go over all that information right now as we speak. So this is the market report for Myrtle Beach for July 2025, and as I mentioned, we are Chris and 𝗏𝗍𝗀, local realtors here for Innovate Real Estate. But if we look at the first slide here and we look at the market snapshots and key trends, the market right now in Myrtle Beach no longer is a one-sided seller's market. Inventory has surged 23% year over year. Now, what is that doing? That is giving buyers way more options when it comes to homes in the area. So just so you know, we've had 3 of the 4 busiest months for new listings in over a decade. That's right. And that just happened, I believe, between March and May of 2025. So the inventory surge is real. Okay, so the sales in certain markets, which I'm about to break down, are slowing down. Some slower than others. Some are selling more quickly, which I'm going to break down, and I'll give you a hint. It's new construction. But anyway, that's something we're going to be breaking down here. But the market is not crashing. It's more of a balancing act that's occurring right now. So if you are a seller, a local seller who's looking to sell their home, just know that if you're pricing like it's 2022, your home is going to sit on the market a lot longer. So we're going to be breaking down in this video all that information for you so it makes sense. But also there are some rate opportunities where mortgage rates have hit 2025 lows, creating a good window opportunity for financing. But we're in a special area with the new construction down here, where new constructions are offering, some builders are offering 4.9 interest rates, or even 2-1 buy downs, and to pay closing costs. And we're constantly getting emails from all these builders about special incentives, and they change from, it seems like, week to week. So if that's something you're in the market for and you want to stay updated, be sure to give us a call. We'll set up your one-on-one Zoom call, find out exactly what you're looking for, and we'll keep you updated. We'll find the best neighborhood for you with the best incentives. But anyway, and as I mentioned, the market down here is segmented into 3 markets, which we're going to be breaking. But because of the steady relocation demand down here, the long-term market strength will remain high. despite this little short-term fluctuations that we're seeing right now in the market. So just keep aware of that. All right, so now we're going to be looking at the medium home prices, and this is going to give you a full picture of what's happening down here with the median price points here. And again, different property types are telling us a different story in this market right here, in this local market in Myrtle Beach. So I wanted to give you, I just want to stress this, that the local multiple listing stats are more accurate than the other sources I'm about to give you, but I wanted to include them here just to give you a sense of what's going on. So if we look at Rocket Homes, they are listing their median price point here in the local area a little over $224,000. And that is a plus 1.2% increase year over year. And that's only for single family homes. So it's including the resale and it's including the new construction. Now, when we look at the Redfin stats, that is including the condo market. And as I alluded to earlier, now, if you're an investor looking for a condo market, the condo market is really in the buyer's market right now, which I'm going to show you in the next couple of slides. But because Redfin is including the condo market along with the single family home market, they are listing their median price point at $253,000, and that's a 8.2% decrease year over year. Now, when we look at the local multiple listing stats here, we have the single family median price point at $375,000, and that is a modest increase year over year of 0.7%. And there are some key things that you need to know about the condo market here. They have dropped approximately 7%, while 5-bedroom homes have soared, which we're going to be looking at in the next slide. Depending on how many bedrooms you're looking for, the demand is either decreasing significantly or increasing significantly, and we're going to be looking at that in the next slide. All right, so this next slide is one of my favorite, and that's why I wanted to add it to this presentation, because it's really going to give you a clear picture. Whether you're looking to buy a 1-bedroom or a 5-bedroom, it's going to be totally different. So when we're looking at the 1-bedroom units or entry units here, the prices have dropped 6.9% year over year. When we look at the 2-bedroom units, that has decreased 5.4% year over year. Now, when it starts leveling off is when you start looking at the 3 bedrooms, whether it's a condo or a single family home. Those have remained neutral, so they haven't increased or decreased, which is a good thing. And once we start looking at the 4 bedrooms and higher and up, 3 bedrooms and up, you'll start seeing that there's been more demand for those. So the prices for 4-bedroom homes have increased 1.4% year over year. And the dramatic increase comes in the 5-bedroom units. And why is that? That's increased, by the way, 21.8% year over year. So what that's telling me is that we have migrations of families that are coming down here from high cost of living states such as California, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, where a 5-bedroom home can cost you over $1 million in those areas. Down here, you can get a 5-bedroom home for in the 400s. So a lot of people moving down here are driving the demand for those 5-bedroom homes up. So if you are looking to resell your home, just know that if you have a 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom, it's going to be in high demand because you have a lot of families that are moving down here and are looking for that extra room. So as you can see, there's a huge gap between 1-bedroom and 5 bedrooms, but I wanted to break it down because when people ask me about the market, it's nuanced. So it all depends on not only the subdivision, but also how many bedrooms, like the type of home you're looking for. So I really wanted to break that down for you just to make it make sense for you. But just know that if you're looking for a 5-bedroom home, the demand is super high for those homes. They're selling a little quicker than the other homes with less bedrooms. Before we go on, just wanted to remind you that we created this website with you in mind, living-in-myrtlebeach.com. Here, you're going to have one of the most interactive maps there is around. If you click on the cities tab, you're going to be taken to this virtual map right here. Hover over any city, county, around the Myrtle Beach area, and once you click on that, it's going to take you not only to the most recent video that we shot in that area, also it's going to show you the available homes in that area as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, feel free and visit. That's living-in-myrtlebeach.com. And don't forget, if you want to set up your one-on-one Zoom call, simply click on the Buy tab and click on the Let's Get Started tab. Answer 3 questions and you'll be on your way to that one-on-one Zoom call with Chris and Alicia. So now we're going to look at the tales of 3 markets. We're going to look at the single family resale market. We're going to look at the new construction market, and we're going to look at the condo market, as I promised earlier in this video. So we're going to break down right now the single family new construction home. And this market is outperforming the other 2, and I'm about to break it down for you. So when we look at the new construction market, it's cannibalizing both the single family resale market and the condo market. Their month supply of homes is 3.5 months, and they are in a seller's market right now. So just so you know, anything under 6 months is considered a seller's market. Anything under 6 months of inventory is considered a seller's market. Anything at 6 months is considered a neutral market typically, and anything over 6 months is considered a buyer's market. So with that being said, new construction homes can control their inventory because they don't release all their lots at one given time. They strategically release their lots as they sell homes. That's why they're able to remain in such a competitive seller's market, because of that particular feature that they're able to manipulate, so to speak. But their average days on market are between 106 and 105 days. And again, they remain competitive not only because they can control the inventory, but they also can control the incentives that they're offering for buyers. So that's something that a lot of resale homeowners cannot offer. They are constantly emailing us, sending us texts about certain incentives that they're offering. Some are offering 4.9 interest rates. Some are offering 2-1 buy down rates. Others are offering over $15,000 in incentives. And these incentives are constantly changing, which is why you need to contact us if you're in the market for new construction, because they can change from house to house. So they may have a floor plan that they need to sell. They might offer more incentives or more, more closing costs paid for you, or a lower interest rate because they're trying to get rid of that particular home. So you need to contact us if you're in the market for new construction. We will keep you updated. We'll set up your one-on-one Zoom call and go over all that stuff with you. But with that being said, if we look at the resale homes now, their month supply of homes in the area is 5.3 months. So I know I had just mentioned that anything under 6 months is considered a seller's market, but because we're in a market with so many brand new communities down here, it's different. So if this were in an area where there weren't that many new construction, then I would say, yeah, we're still in a seller's market for resales. But honestly, with the increase of inventory and resales of 26.2% year over year, they're in a buyer's market. So the homes are selling a lot slower than the new construction homes. So that's something, if you're a seller in this market, you need to price your home aggressive, strategically. It has to make sense for both you and the person buying the home. So again, I'm going to be offering you a resource for that to make that easier for you to determine the list price. But know that if your home has special features, if you're hiring an agent, they got to make sure they spotlight those features to make your home stand out from these new construction homes. And that's one of the things I tell my clients is to keep an eye open for resales as well, those looking for new construction, because you can get a nice resale home that has all the upgrades that a basic new construction home does not. Because new construction homes, some of them just come with basic upgrades, whereas a lot of people who recently purchased their home, they could be 7 years old, 5 years old, they've done all those upgrades, including in-ground pools, ground molding, wainscoting, a brand new updated kitchen. Something that is very popular in our video is when we tour, some people have the double ovens. So that's something that some buyers will look at as valuable when they're looking at resale homes. So just know that if you're selling your home, if we position it in a way that makes it appealing and spotlight those upgrades, you can sell your home for a reasonable price in today's market. But it does provide value for buyers who are looking for resale homes right now. Again, typically 5.3 months would be typical sales, a seller's market. But because there's been such a huge increase in resale homes right now, we're in a buyer's market for resale homes. Now, when we look at the condo market, they are full-fledged buyer's market right now. Their month supply of homes is 8.6 months of inventory, and that is down 11% year over year. So if you are someone who's looking for a vacation home, someone who's looking for an investment property, investors, you can swipe up. I believe this is the bottom. You always buy at the bottom. You can swipe up a couple of these condos and feel secure that the rental market is going to remain strong here in the Myrtle Beach area. So it represents a great opportunity for those people looking in that segment to purchase something at a very very reasonable price. Not reasonable, at the bottom. You're going to be buying at the bottom. Let me correct myself. You're going to be buying these condos at the bottom. And I'll give you an example. I recently had my condo on the market and I wasn't getting the price that I wanted. I decided to take it off and continue to rent it because it just didn't make sense for me to just unload it. I will wait the market out and continue to make money off my condo. But that's something you have to take into consideration if you're looking to buy again a vacation home, a second home, investment property. Now's the time to strike with these condos because you're going to be buying at the bottom. So just to review, there's been an inventory explosion down here in the Myrtle Beach area. So we've seen between all the segments of the market, we've seen a 23% increase year over year, giving us a substantial growth in available homes across this market. And it's setting records, as I mentioned, for the last 3 months, for the month of March through June. It set records. It was 3 of the 4 busiest listing months in the last decade. So just keep that in mind. Also, we're approaching a balanced market right now in the area. This is now covering all the markets. It's covering the new construction, the resale, and the condo market. We're approaching that balanced market of 6 months currently. While we have 1-bedroom inventory increased 6.4%, 3-bedroom inventory has actually decreased, creating a very opportunity across different segments, as I mentioned. And the key takeaway is buyers now have more negotiating power they haven't seen in years, particularly in the condo market. I hate to reiterate that because now's the time to purchase. You never want to buy at the top like I did with my condo. I made that mistake, which is why I decided to take it off and just continue to rent it. But buy at the bottom. Now's a good time. In fact, I may get in the market right now to buy another condo. But anyway, just keep that in mind when deciding when you want to move or when you want to purchase a home down here. Now may be the best time for buyers. And always remember that sellers are going to need a little bit of more patience when it comes to selling in this market. And as 52% of homes are now taking 90 plus days to sell, requiring realistic expectations for sellers. So again, and it all depends what kind of home you have. If you're selling a resale home, again, that has amazing special features, you might not have a problem. But if you're just selling a home that's just a basic model, doesn't have any upgrades or anything like that. It's realistic. You have to price it realistically according to this market, or if you don't need to sell, wait the market out. Now let's look at the list to sale price ratio, or the sale to list price ratio. And this is going to determine how much a home sells for according to the original list price. Now, these are the numbers that you're going to use to plug into the resources that I'm going to give you. Once I'm done with this presentation, I'm going to give you these resources so you can plug in these numbers, okay? So when we look at the homes that are selling below asking, it's 77% below asking. 77% of homes are selling below asking. That is a 4% average discount or price reduction according to the original list price. And you do have 7% of homes that are selling above asking. Now, if you are watching this video and you need to sell your home, just know that, again, if your home has special features, a pool, an in-ground pool, that fifth bedroom that people are looking for, you can be in that range right there, that 7%. You could be one of those 7% that are selling above asking. Even if it could be in a subdivision that's in high demand. So what we typically like to do when we're working with buyers is, before we put in an offer, we like to see, hey, is this community or subdivision in a seller's market or a buyer's market? And then we come up with a price point according to that information. But if you are in that 7%, you can be in that 7%. Again, if you have all the upgrades, if your home has special features, or in a community that is in high demand. Now, when we look at single family homes, just know that they are performing better at 97.6% of list price compared to condos that are selling at 96.5% of the list price. So again, it's very important that if you're selling your home, to be realistic about the pricing. That's going to be very crucial for you in today's market. And just make sure that we don't want to keep you don't want to list your home and then have 3 price reductions. Okay, so we want to list it properly from the start. Now let's talk about mortgage rate opportunities. Depending on what's going on with the Fed, if they're going to lower interest rates, it's really going to determine a lot. I think if they do lower the rates, there's going to be even more buyers in the market to purchase homes in this area. But just know that with new construction, you don't have that issue. You're going to be, a lot of new constructions are offering buy down rates, 4.9 interest rates. So just keep that in mind, that if you're in the new construction market, that this is not really going to affect you as much as you are if you're looking for a resale home, or if you're looking for a condo. These rates aren't really going to affect you as much, but just know that we're at the lowest mortgage rates for 2025, and we're just waiting for the Federal Reserve to make up their minds whether they want to lower interest rates or not. But just know, again, there are tons of opportunities down here. If you're worried about the interest rates, you can get yourself into a new construction that offering buy down rates, 2-1 buy down rates, or lower interest rates. Myrtle Beach continues to be one of the fastest growing cities. Okay, we've had an influx of people coming to the area because it's really, really affordable down here. It's one of the most affordable beach towns in the US. In fact, it is number 4 with an average price point of $300,000, which is significantly lower than a lot of the beach towns on the East Coast. So just know that Zillow is projecting a 3.3 price growth in 2025. And most of the people that are moving down here are moving from places like my neck of the woods, Suffolk County, Long Island, because of the affordability aspect of it. You also have people from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Florida. Because of the cost of living, we have tons of people migrating down here, which is going to ultimately keep the value of your home high here in the area in the long term. So just keep that in mind, that we're still one of the most affordable beach towns in the US. So here's what buyers need to know in today's Myrtle Beach market environment, is that you're going to have more homes to choose from, And sellers are negotiating, in particular with the resale and the condo markets. They are negotiating, and mortgage rates are down, while giving you ample time to do your due diligence so you don't feel rushed. You can actually do your inspection and do your due diligence before committing. But anyway, this can be probably the best time to purchase down here that I've seen in years. So if you're looking to purchase in this market, you can use that average 4% price drop as a negotiating tool. And just know that the market down here is still offering amazing long-term value for you. So if you're in the market to purchase or relocate down here, now may be the best time. So what do sellers need to know in today's Myrtle Beach market environment? Well, for one thing, you got to understand that this is not 2022, okay? You have to price it accordingly. So you have to be realistic when coming up with the pricing of your home, where we can help you with that. We can show you what is actively selling in your area, in your subdivision, so that it doesn't sit on the market for months. The last thing you want to do is overprice your home, have it sit on the market, have nothing wrong with the home except the price, and people thinking that there's something wrong with your home. So it's very important to price it right from the start. And you're going to need some aggressive marketing. One thing that we do, aside from other things that we do, is that we feature your home on our YouTube channel, and we expose it to our people looking to move down here on our YouTube channel. So what we do is we do a whole neighborhood spotlight, and then we go into your home and we feature your home, the best features of your homes. It's almost like an HGTV type of show. That's something that we do as a bonus for our clients who are looking to sell their home. But again, it's gonna take you featuring and thinking outside the box your home to be part of that 7%, as we spoke about earlier, that sold above asking. With that being said, you can still sell your home within 60 days if you take all these things I'm telling you into consideration. Also, if you are a condo owner, just know that you have to be super aggressive when pricing your home. Okay, so in this market, you're not just in a pricing war, you're in a beauty contest. So the best looking home will ultimately win. Investor opportunities. If you are an investor, I can't stress this enough. You're going to be buying at the bottom here with the 11% price discounts year over year, and the supply of condos at 8.6 month supply. Now is the time to buy at the bottom, because the short-term rental opportunities here are going to remain high. This is a high tourist area. You're going to be able to rent these condos. Not only that, but also buy at the bottom right now is presenting the best value that we've seen in years. So if you're looking for a vacation rent, a vacation home, or an investment opportunity, now may be the time to strike. Myrtle Beach is the most affordable of all the coastal markets right now, and it's going to continue to be a strong rental area. So if you're an investor looking to invest, now's the time to strike. So here are some strategic takeaways. We are heading into a balanced market. Technically in the resale market, where we're at 5.7 months, 6 being a balanced market. But just know that the new construction single family market is, again, the strongest out of any. Also, your best advantage is going to be in the condo market. You're going to have your best opportunities there. And just know, because of the migration or relocation from high cost of living states, the area is provided with long-term market stability because of that. And also take advantage of the fact that if you're selling a home, a single family home that has that 4th or 5th bedroom, just know that you're going to probably be able to sell that at the price that you want if positioned properly, because as you saw in the previous slides, those 4 and 5 bedrooms are in high demand, in particular the 5-bedroom homes. Also, take advantage of the current rates, which are the lowest in 2025. knowing that with new construction, you're going to get your best value at, some are offering sub 5% interest rates. So keep that in mind when going forward. So your next step is to strategize your move. It's time to set up your one-on-one Zoom call, whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or 9 months. It's time to set up that one-on-one Zoom call where we will personalize and strategize and tailor your game plan according to your real estate goals. Also, don't forget to visit our website, living-in-myrtlebeach.com, and visit the city section. Start exploring the towns and cities and all that good stuff with our interactive map. Also, you can download your seller and buyer resource down in the comment section below. It's going to be pinned down in the comment section below, as well as in the description of this video. But I know like 75% of you guys are watching this on TV. If you are, I would encourage you to get access to a desktop and download them there. Or if you don't want to do that, you can simply text us at 833-867-4376 and simply tell us, send us seller resource, send us buyer resource, and we will do that for you. Or you can email us as well at livinginmyrtlebeach2024@gmail.com. Again, thank you for watching, and check out these videos right here of all the new construction homes that we've toured in the recent months.